This is an apex vented pilot chute. The pilot chute is called apex vent because the vent is located at the apex, or the center or top of the pilot chute. Please note that this is not indicating a relationship to the base manufacturer of the same name. Multiple manufacturers make pilot chutes in this style, all of which we refer to as apex vent. The apex vented pilot chute will have slightly reduced pull force at any given size, although most manufacturers will compensate by enlarging the pilot chute slightly to give it the same pull force as their unvented model. The apex vented pilot chute will also have an increased hesitation rate when compared to an unvented pilot chute because there is some chance for air to pass through during the inflation sequence and fail to properly pressurize the pilot chute. The apex vented pilot chute, however, is much more stable than the unvented pilot chute because the air passing through the center will stabilize the pilot chute over the jumper and reduce oscillations. However, there is a trade-off. In general, when we look at the pilot chute during deployment, the unvented pilot chute in the mushroom pack will catch 100% of the airflow flowing in and inflate as rapidly as possible. The apex vented pilot chute will lose some airflow and will see airflow escaping through the vent during and immediately prior to inflation, which means that the apex vented pilot chute will experience a higher hesitation rate than the unvented pilot chute. That doesn't mean that it will always take longer to inflate. It means that sometimes, more or less at random, you will see the apex vented pilot chute hesitating more than the unvented pilot chute. There can be some jumps on which it will open just as fast and have increased stability, but there will also be some jumps on which it takes a fraction of a second longer, or maybe a second and a half longer, to get inflated. For this reason, a lot of jumpers who do a large number of very low freefall jumps prefer unvented pilot chutes to eliminate potential hesitations from their deployments.